Welcome back, fellow mutants and Marvel enthusiasts. Today we're diving into the incredible world of Jean Grey, the powerful Omega-level mutant from the X-Men. Get ready to explore the fascinating physiology of this extraordinary character and unlock the secrets behind her immense telepathic and telekinetic abilities. I'm your host, and together we'll embark on an exciting journey into the Jean Grey anatomy. Jean Grey, also known as the awe-inspiring Phoenix, possesses incredible telepathic and telekinetic abilities that have astounded both friends and foes alike. But have you ever wondered how her powers work on a physiological level? Prepare yourself for a mind-bending exploration of neurobiology, genetics, and the incredible fusion of mutant abilities with Jean Grey's remarkable DNA. We'll delve into the intricacies of her brain structure, examining how her telepathic powers manifest and what sets her apart from other mutants. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us it means a lot. Thank you, and let's begin.
Scott, help me.
Enough! You are of no use to me!
What is the Phoenix Force and what is its impact on Jean Grey? The Phoenix Force, a powerful cosmic entity in the Marvel Universe, is a force to be reckoned with. Its origins trace back to the dawn of creation, as it represents the embodiment of all life and passion within the universe. With its ability to manipulate matter and energy on an unfathomable scale, the Phoenix Force is a true cosmic powerhouse. The Phoenix Force is often associated with Jean Grey, a founding member of the X-Men. But how did Jean Grey become the host of this incredible power? Well, let's consult our trusted sources to shed light on this intriguing story. Jean Grey's transformation into the Phoenix can be traced back to an incredible series of events. During a mission in space, Jean's spaceship was exposed to a deadly radiation, pushing her telepathic and telekinetic powers to their limits. But instead of perishing, Jean emerged from the wreckage reborn as the Phoenix, with her powers enhanced to unprecedented levels. Jean's transformation into the Phoenix wasn't just a physical change, it sparked a profound psychological and emotional shift within her. She gained access to unimaginable power, but the cost was immense, a struggle to maintain control over this overwhelming force. Jean Grey's connection with the Phoenix Force transformed her into a being of almost godlike power. As the Phoenix, she embarked on awe-inspiring adventures and played a pivotal role in numerous cosmic conflicts. However, the Phoenix Force is a double-edged sword. Its immense power can consume even the strongest of minds, leading to corruption and destruction. This internal battle between Jean Grey and the Phoenix became a defining storyline in the X-Men comics. What are the powers that she gets from the Phoenix Force? Once Jean Grey bonded with the Phoenix Force, her powers skyrocketed to unimaginable heights. First and foremost, she gained immense telepathic and telekinetic abilities. Jean could read minds, manipulate thoughts, and project her thoughts onto others. But that's just the tip of the fiery iceberg. Jean Grey's telekinetic powers reached mind-boggling levels when she embraced the Phoenix. She could move objects with her mind, generate force fields, and even manipulate matter at a subatomic level. With a mere thought, she could rearrange the very fabric of reality. Now here's where things get intense. The Phoenix Force is closely tied to life and death. It grants Jean Grey the power of resurrection, allowing her to return from the brink of destruction. This ability proved pivotal in many storylines, highlighting Jean's resilience and her connection to the cosmic force. As if all these powers weren't enough, Jean Grey also gained near immortality. While bonded with the Phoenix Force, she became resistant to aging, diseases, and even physical harm. This made her a formidable adversary and an indomitable force on the battlefield. However, it's important to acknowledge the darker side of the Phoenix Force. Its overwhelming power could consume Jean Grey, transforming her into the destructive force known as the Dark Phoenix. This internal struggle between light and darkness adds layers of complexity to Jean's character. Jean Grey's journey as the host of the Phoenix Force is an epic tale of power, sacrifice, and redemption. She wields an incredible array of telepathic and telekinetic abilities, defies death itself, and struggles with her own inner demons. Her story is a testament to the enduring legacy of the Phoenix Force in the Marvel Universe. Is Jean Grey powerful enough without the Phoenix Force? Jean Grey, the enigmatic psychic force, defies the celestial pull of the Phoenix, yet stands tall as a harbinger of telepathic might. With nary a touch from the fiery entity, her telepathy reigns supreme, delving into minds, shaping thoughts, and forging connections across vast expanses. She is the psychic powerhouse, unraveling the tapestry of thoughts and communicating with a touch as light as stardust. But let us not overlook Jean's telepathic combat, where she engages in mental duels with fellow wielders of of the mind's might. Even without the Phoenix's fiery embrace, Jean proves herself a force to be reckoned with, a master of mental warfare, battling foes on the ethereal battleground of thoughts and consciousness. And as we shift our gaze to Jean's telekinetic abilities, behold the extraordinary marvel she becomes. Without the amplification of the Phoenix Force, Jean's telekinetic talents shine bright. With a mere thought, she bends and manipulates objects, defying gravity's grasp, erecting protective behaviors, and unleashing devastating energy blasts. The symphony of her telekinetic power echoes through the cosmos, offering an unrivaled versatility in combat and a shield of defense against any who dare challenge her. But let us not solely marvel at Jean's extraordinary powers. Let us delve into the depths of her character, for her strength lies not only in the telepathic and telekinetic gifts bestowed upon her, but also in her unwavering resilience, boundless compassion, and unyielding determination. Through countless trials and tribulations, Jean's spirit has grown, her inner demons vanquished, and her heroism etched into the annals of legend. She is a beacon of inspiration, with or without the Phoenix's fiery embrace. Jean Grey, a name whispered in awe, a testament to the indomitable will of a mutant. The Phoenix may come and go, but the essence of Jean's power, her strength of character, and her unwavering resolve make her a force that forever burns brightly in the tapestry of mutant kind's history. Can she control the Phoenix Force and retain her consciousness? The Phoenix Force is often drawn to those who possess immense telepathic and telekinetic powers, such as our very own Jean Grey. It bonds with its host, merging their consciousness and granting them a fraction of its infinite power. However, it's important to note that fully controlling the Phoenix Force and maintaining one's own consciousness is no small feat. It's a constant struggle even for someone as strong as Jean Grey. Jean Grey has had a tumultuous relationship with the Phoenix Force throughout her comic book history. There have been instances where she succumbed to the overwhelming power, becoming the Dark Phoenix and losing control of her own identity. But Jean's story doesn't end there. Through her resilience and inner strength, she has managed to rise above the destructive impulses of the Phoenix Force and regain control over her own consciousness. Jean's incredible strength lies in her ability to assert her will over the Phoenix Force. By tapping into her own consciousness, she could shape and direct its power, rather than being consumed by it. This internal struggle allows Jean to maintain her sense of self, even when channeling the Phoenix Force's immense energy. How is she able to manipulate her physical structure? Jean Grey's powers allow her to harness the very building blocks of matter itself. She can manipulate molecules with an unmatched finesse, giving her control over the physical structures of objects and even her own body. Jean's transmutation abilities grant her the power to rearrange molecules at a fundamental level. She can turn one substance into another, transforming solid matter into liquid, gas, or even pure energy. And that's not all. Jean Grey's powers extend to the ability to disintegrate objects with a mere touch. Imagine having the power to break down any physical object into its constituent parts, reducing it to nothing but dust. Truly mind-blowing. All these extraordinary abilities stem from Jean Grey's connection to the Phoenix Force, embodying the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. When she fully embraces the Phoenix, her powers reach celestial proportions, making her a force to be reckoned with.
You killed the man you loved because you couldn't control your power!
No, stop it!
What is the true extent of her telepathic powers? Telepathy, one of Jean Grey's most prominent powers, grants her the ability to read minds, communicate with others mentally, and even influence their thoughts. Jean's telepathic prowess allows her to understand the thoughts, desires, and intentions of those around her, just giving her an uncanny insight into their minds. She could form mental connections with other individuals, establishing a telepathic link that enables her to communicate without uttering a single word. Jean Grey's telepathic powers go beyond mere communication. She possesses exceptional telepathic defenses, allowing her to protect herself and others from psychic attacks. Jean can create powerful mental shields, guarding her mind against intrusion and shielding herself and her allies from hostile telepathic assaults. It's like having an impenetrable fortress protecting her thoughts. But wait, there's more. Jean's telepathic repertoire extends to telepathic camouflage and manipulation. Jean Grey possesses the ability to blend her presence within the minds of others, rendering herself virtually invisible to telepathic detection. It's like becoming one with the thoughts around her, slipping through undetected. Furthermore, Jean can manipulate the thoughts and perceptions of others, bending their reality to her will. She can influence emotions, memories, and even induce illusions, making her a force to be reckoned with. Just imagine the sheer power and control Jean Grey holds within her mind. Her telepathic abilities allow her to reshape the battlefield, turning the tides of any confrontation.
Oh, Scott. If only you could see it.
Is psychic siphoning one of her most unique abilities? One of the most fascinating aspects of Jean's abilities is psychic siphoning. It allows her to tap into the minds and powers of other telepaths or psychic beings. Think of it as an extraordinary mental exchange program where Jean can absorb knowledge, skills, and even raw psychic energy from others. It's like she becomes a psychic sponge, soaking up their abilities for a temporary period. But what makes psychic siphoning truly exceptional is that Jean doesn't just acquire their powers. She does so while still retaining her own. This means she can combine her existing powers with the ones she siphons, creating an unstoppable force. Just imagine the possibilities. Jean can expand her already formidable psychic arsenal by integrating the abilities of other powerful telepaths she encounters. Whether it's enhancing her telepathic range, strengthening her telekinetic might, or mastering additional mental skills, psychic siphoning opens up a whole new world of potential for our beloved Phoenix. But of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Psychic siphoning is not without its risks. The vast influx of psychic energy can overwhelm Jean, leading to potential instability and the temptation to succumb to darker forces. The legendary Phoenix saga is a testament to the tumultuous path Jean treads when faced with such immense power. Jean's journey as the Phoenix serves as a cautionary tale, reminding us of the delicate balance between harnessing these incredible abilities and staying true to one's moral compass. It's an internal struggle that has captivated the readers and fans for decades. Exploring the raunchy personal life of Jean Grey. Can she have kids? Some of you may have stumbled upon articles discussing Jean's romantic escapades and controversies surrounding her relationships. And yes, while it's true that Jean Grey has had her fair share of admirers, there's much more to her than meets the eye. In our quest for answers, we turn to the pages of Marvel Comics and the intriguing narrative threads woven around Jean's personal life. Jean Grey and Cyclops, the dynamic duo of the X-Men, experienced a profound connection. Their love story, fraught with trials and tribulations, took an unexpected turn when Jean's powers manifested in ways never seen before. Out of this extraordinary union, Jean and Cyclops' daughter, Rachel Summers, was born. Her existence is a testament to the fact that Jean Grey can indeed have children. Jean Grey's powers may be extraordinary, but her ability to experience the wonders of motherhood is just as real. It's a reminder that even superheroes have personal lives and relationships that shape their stories. The saga for multiple deaths and resurrections. Let's start with her first major death. In the now legendary storyline The Dark Phoenix Saga, Jean Grey finds herself possessed by the Phoenix Force. Consumed by its power, Jean becomes the Dark Phoenix and unleashes destruction on a galactic scale. Realizing the threat she poses, Jean makes the ultimate sacrifice and ends her own life to save the universe from her uncontrollable power. But as we know, death is not always the end for superheroes, and Jean Grey is no exception. In the aftermath of her sacrifice, the Phoenix Force resurrects Jean, creating a clone of her body and imprinting Jean's memories and consciousness onto it. And just like that, Jean Grey is back among the living. However, Jean's resurrection comes at a price. She now carries the weight of the devastation caused by the Dark Phoenix and struggles with the fear of losing control again. This sets the stage for another monumental event in Jean Grey's life. Enter the storyline known as the X-Men Inferno. During this time, a demonic invasion is unleashed upon New York City, and Jean Grey becomes the vessel for the powerful entity known as the Goblin Queen. In an epic battle, Jean's loved ones must confront the darkness within her and fight to save her soul. Ultimately, Jean is freed from the clutches of the Goblin Queen, but her ordeal once again ends tragically. In a heart-wrenching sacrifice, she chooses to die to protect her loved ones and ensure the safety of the world. Now, you might be thinking, wait, didn't Jean Grey already die once before? Well, you're absolutely right. In the storyline titled The End of Greys, Jean and her entire family are killed by an alien race known as the Shi'ar. But fear not, because death is not the end for the resilient Jean Grey. Jean's story takes another unexpected turn when she is resurrected once again, this time by the Phoenix Force itself. Reborn with a new costume and a renewed sense of purpose, Jean Grey returns to the world of the X-Men as the White Phoenix of the Crown, embodying the ultimate expression of the Phoenix Force's power. And there you have it, folks, just a glimpse into the mesmerizing and often tragic tale of Jean Grey, her multiple deaths and resurrections. It's a story that explores the depths of sacrifice, redemption, and the enduring spirit of a beloved superhero. How can Jean Grey be stopped? Jean has shown vulnerability to mental attacks and manipulation, even though her telepathic abilities are formidable. This provides a potential avenue for her adversaries to disrupt her focus and control over the Phoenix Force. Additionally, emotional turmoil and psychological stress have proven to weaken Jean, causing her powers to fluctuate and making her susceptible to external influences. Jean Grey's powers are not the only aspect to consider when it comes to stopping her. External factors and her relationships with fellow mutants also play a significant role. The love and support of her friends, especially especially Scott Summers, or Cyclops, have helped Jean regain control over the Phoenix Force. Allies who can empathize with Jean's struggles and help her find inner peace can be instrumental in preventing her from descending into darkness. The key to stopping Jean lies in a delicate balance between understanding and compassion. By reaching out to Jean and helping her confront her inner demons, her loved ones and allies can guide her towards redemption and prevent the Phoenix Force from consuming her completely. It's not about overpowering her physically, it's about reaching her on an emotional and empathetic level. Jean Grey's immense power as the host of the Phoenix Force makes her an incredibly formidable adversary. However, her vulnerabilities such as susceptibility to mental attacks and the influence of emotional turmoil can be exploited. Jean can be stopped with the support of her friends and allies, helping her find a balance between her incredible power and her humanity. It is the delicate equilibrium that could prevent the unleashing of destruction and bring about her salvation. And that brings us to the end of our exciting journey into the physiological details of Jean Grey, the incredible mutant with extraordinary powers. We've explored the depths of her abilities, dug into the science behind her mutations, and discovered the marvels of her mind and body. So as we conclude our exploration of Jean Grey's physiology, let's remember that she's more than just a mutant with extraordinary powers. She's a symbol of the human spirit, showcasing the infinite possibilities that lie within each of us. Whether we possess mutant abilities or not, Jean Grey reminds us that we all have the potential to make a difference and become heroes in our own right. Until next time, remember the power to change the world resides within you. And if you liked our content, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to us if you haven't already. Have a good one and be safe. Thanks everyone.
I must depart.